All right, everybody. I'm a little bit out of the picture.
Yeah, you are. It's not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault.
Of course it's mine. No, I think like this.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's good.
Yeah.
Good job, good job. Hey, everybody. Setting up here for you guys. And as usual, we would love to hear where you are watching this from. What are you doing?
I'm on my phone.
Well, let's give it time to scroll Instagram.
I'm not scrolling
I
Instagram.
know, I'm just kidding with you. So yeah. Hey, you guys, welcome to Love Found with Heta and
Yeah.
Christian. And we got Jennifer here. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Whew, I literally just downed a protein shake because I was hungry.
Yeah, we were planning to make dinner, but what happened?
Well, we had a little bit of an accident in the kitchen. The pie, which was in glass, just fell on the bench and just glass everywhere. I was actually on the other side of the room and I got some glass on me. So yeah, change of plans.
Yeah, I was taking something like a pie, glass pie. What is that? What would you call that?
Yeah, well, what is it called?
Vuoka, you know?
Vuoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. In Finnish.
Like you make the pie and fry it in the oven.
Yeah.
And it slipped from my hand and smashed against the kitchen counter and the glass flew everywhere. And now we were like exhausted from all the cleaning. The glass was everywhere.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to like remove everything and just make sure there's no glass anywhere and just go through everything. But you know, those times it can be really easy to be like frustrated or like start blaming each other. Why did you do that? Like,
I would have on a purpose, like purposely threw it.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly, or like, you know.
You were really nice. You came to tell me like, oh no, you know, it's not your fault.
No, it could have just as easily happened to me. And especially if you're, you know, sometimes you're getting tired, you're hungry.
I was kind of like trying to quickly make pie and yeah, well.
She's such a good wife.
Well.
So yeah. And you guys, if you just joined us, please let us know where you're from. We're cutting out. Oh no. Is it the sound? Thanks for letting us know, Jennifer. Are we cutting out? Is it the internet connection? Is it the sound that's cutting out? Let us know. So yeah, let us know. And if it's like improving, let us know that too. I'm gonna check real quick here that our connection is fine. Good morning, Nicole. Or here it's like good kind of late afternoon, sort of the beginning of the evening. It's 6 o'clock here. So, okay, so I'm not sure what's cutting out. Okay, we sound okay. Thank you. Please let us know if it changes. And we will fix it. We've never had that problem before, so yeah. I don't know what you got of that story. Hey, Stetson from Oklahoma. Very cool. Okay. Thank you. Maybe something was going on with the Wi-Fi or something, but I hope you got most of that story we just shared. But yeah, I think you did a good job of just not letting it. Yeah, there's a mark in the bench now. Pie thing is ruined. We got like 3 more, so we didn't get hurt. We got glass in our eyes.
Positive.
Yeah.
Looking, yeah.
We gotta be positive. We gotta be positive for sure. So, what do you guys tend to do when you're frustrated?
Like when you're making a smoothie and you forget the lid and it flies in the roof.
Yeah.
What do you do then? I'm curious to know.
What do you do? Yeah. Exactly.
I think I tried to cry. I couldn't get tears out of my eyes, but I was like trying to push the tears, but it didn't come.
Yeah.
Because I felt so upset. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you did good, you know, because I knew you were like already kind of, tired. So, you did good, very good. Okay, Stetson, you have you can absolutely ask us any complicated questions. So go for it. We love questions. So if you guys have any questions about married life, Jesus, challenges, anything, we would love to just talk with you, hang out with you guys, and just talk about these things that are in your
Wonder
heart.
together.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and write that out. And anyone else who has questions, we can write it out, and we'll get to it during this hour that we have together.
Honey, have you seen my lip balm?
No.
I was walking around with it before we started.
I don't really use lip balms in the summers. I really need to use it during the winter, but summers I'm fine.
I wanted it as a lip gloss.
Lip gloss,
Yeah.
okay. You look good though.
Thanks.
Look very good. And yeah.
I think my hair got scared, like with that pie thing crushing.
Oh.
Like, can anyone else see, like, it just jumped out or something, like...
Electrical shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Well, how was our week?
How was our week? Our week was...
Let's talk about that a little bit whilst we're waiting for
good, because
questions.
I really, really liked the fact that like, some kind of a deep peace we both have been encountering lately.
Yeah.
That's been huge for me, in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. I think you're going to share more about that. Then our week was good also because it's been super hot here, or super hot. Maybe somebody from California disagrees, but...
Well, they have air conditioning, so it's a
That's true.
little bit
We didn't have air conditioning, so
No.
it's freaking hot here.
Yeah, you have to just manage.
Inside, yeah.
But I was talking to a guy from, side note, to a guy from Georgia, and I don't mean the state, I mean the country.
Yeah, you do.
Georgia. And there, it gets like 40 Celsius, like that's around 100 Fahrenheit. And they don't have air conditioning. Because it's like way down south, you know, it's like, I'm like, what do people do? Like, do you just have fans on all the time? And it's crazy. I mean, I can tolerate the heat quite a bit.
Yes,
Even
you
sleeping,
can, yeah.
it's not really a big problem for me.
Yeah, I can't. I'm like suffering if it's hot where I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, so we'll tell a little bit more about our weekend we've been going through, but I want to get to this question from Stetson Ellen. Where are you from, by the way? I don't know if you said... Well, you're from Oklahoma. It's just... it's a cool name. I haven't heard that, so... but okay, so Stetson is writing here. So I'm in a long-distance relationship. I love this woman very much. Yet for some reason, I haven't been able to get a hold of her for a few days now. Her friends tell me she's having phone internet issues. My concern is in this time apart, she may feel she is better off without me. Every part of my head has told me she isn't coming back, and I'm a wreck because of it. Well, thank you for being very open and honest with us here today. Yeah. You want to start? We got some extra here. Do you want to read that?
My insecurities and history of bad relationship has really messed with my head on this one, and I'm not sure how to deal with it. And at this point, I don't know what to do. Well,
Yeah, I hear ya.
Yeah, totally. I can totally, I get how you're feeling, because it's very easy to like assume something, but actually
Yeah.
we have no idea what's going on with other people,
Yeah.
even with the loved ones, unless we communicate. So it's really dangerous to even that would be what would come out of it. Still, I don't think it's like, I believe like I like to think myself, I believe the best of this person unless something else is like, how would you know what I'm trying to say? Help me out.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
mean
like I'm trying to sort
unless
of
something else
yeah.
comes to light?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you have very strong feelings for this woman, as you said. And you also were just mentioning you have bad experiences from before. So then, of course, there's going to be triggers going on when she's not responding. And yeah, it's very... Yeah, we don't know. Like, remember, like when we were dating, I was sometimes when you were out driving by yourself, I was like so freaking worried. Like I would have these crazy, sometimes just fear attacks.
I was doing what?
When you were out driving, you know, I was like praying.
Driving a car.
Yeah, driving a car in the snow. I was just like praying for you, and you had like text me, you know, when you got there, and there can be some of that still, but I think it's, it was like really crazy. How you can get really crazy feelings can come out. From these things. So what I would do is, well, obviously it seems like you're getting a hold of her, like, yeah, Nicole is saying, yes, believe the best unless you give a reason to believe for this person to think otherwise.
Yeah.
But obviously you are able to get a hold of her friends. So could they like get her on the phone? You know, maybe because of course, if she's not responding to anything, haven't been able to get a hold of her for a few days. Yeah. Then of course you want to know what's going on. You're in a relationship together. Like a few days, that's like forever. It feels like forever. So are you? Yeah. I would just ask if for some reason she has internet phone issues. If that's the case, if that's the truth, then ask if you can get her friends to somehow, you know, do the contact between you guys. That's what I would do. And yeah.
Yeah, in relationships, few hours can feel like forever. And yeah.
Absolutely. So I would just, like, as soon as possible, just try and find out, because I know you're gonna go crazy if you don't find out somehow. So I mean, I would just think she would want to get in touch with you too. I would think so. If you're in a relationship, I don't know, obviously don't know if this is a new relationship or, okay, bye Nicole. Have a good day, you too. So don't know if this is like a just started relationship or if you've been like for longer, how well you know her. But yeah, it's only one way to find out. We can come up with 100 different things in our head, and they're rarely are they correct. So yeah, and then let us know if you have any follow-up questions. Does that make sense, Stetson? Does that make sense to you? Or do you have any follow-up questions? And anyone else who has questions, we are here for you guys. It's always the favorite part, interact with you guys during these calls. But yeah, I feel like we've had a very good week in our relationship. Especially.
Yeah. I would say so too.
Definitely. Like it's been very... we've been very connected this week. And it's been a very... I mean, you can disagree if you... No, but we've talked about this. Okay, pause. I'm just going to answer this and then we'll go right back to that. Okay, yeah. If you've been together for 8 months, you talk every day, and now not at all, then it's very, very difficult. So, yeah, who knows? Could be communication issues. Could be that other things too. But there's only one way to find out. So there's no reason. Well, there's no use for us to speculate. Yeah, I get it that you're concerned if she's okay. Totally.
Of course.
Maybe you can have one of her like best friends go and check on her. and bring a phone so you can like call her when they're there. That's what I would do. I mean, I've texted your friends when I couldn't get a hold of you all day.
Yeah, what was it? It's actually true. What was it? Where was I?
I could not get a hold of you. The phone was out, but you had somehow.
We lived in different countries.
Yeah, and you had somehow forgotten to charge your phone.
Yeah.
So you didn't bring it to work, even. Why didn't you bring that to work with a charger? Yeah, you didn't have a phone all day. So I messaged your one of your best friends. And she's like, probably battery just ran out or something. So she knows her well. That could happen. Now I know. I thought that it could have been, if I can't get a hold of her, so she probably forgot her phone.
Yeah.
Because that's something I never do. I just never forget something, but
yeah,
we're a bit different.
Not just a bit. I might forget my own head.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I try and not be, but I'm like the reminder or like about things, but I try and not be too much. But yeah, you're the kind of spontaneous, go with the flow, and I'm very much the kind of structured plan ahead. Okay, if we're gonna have dinner done by this time, we need to start kind of.
Yeah, you think that if we want to eat today, then we can do this or that. I think like, oh, let's go to coffee. I start running out without shoes, and I slam the door, and the keys are in. That could totally happen to me.
Yeah, the neighbors, they actually just like drop the keys in the mail. Like that we have this mailboxes in the door. I just did that the other day.
I came in and I left the key in the lock. Yeah.
Okay, hey Brian, licensed killer dropping in to say hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, licensed, yeah.
There's
exterminator.
Picture. Yeah, there's the picture of mouse.
What kind of and an ant. So yeah. I'm assuming it's not people. Yeah, we had, anyway, we were talking about it, we had a really, anyway, blessings to you, Stassi.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. But yeah, totally know you want to know her. She's okay. I feel like we've been more, I don't know, you can say how it's been from your perspective, but I've been like more intentional, because it's not like, oh, we had a great week in our relationship. It's not like that's, oh, it just happened by accident. Like there's a reason for that. There's always there's a reason when we're doing well. There's a reason. Like life doesn't just happen to us. It has to do with like what we think, what we do, and I feel like I've been kind of just trying to be more intentional with like giving you a hug in the morning if we don't get up at the same time, or like really giving you attention, even if I'm doing something, because I can get really into if I'm like reading Chinese in the mornings, which I do every morning, but just be really into it, but just and giving you a good morning kiss first thing, and I try to like connect throughout the day. Jennifer, telling the truth, Wi-Fi can be very hard in some places. Especially some places here, the northern parts. Our apartment's fine though, because it's in a somewhat bigger city. 60,000 people.
Yeah,
big city. But compared to where you're from, which is 2,000 or something. Then I'm from like 20,000. Little city, village, whatever you want to call it. So I've at least been doing that, and I have really felt like I have even... don't forget the roses, exactly. Birthdays coming up. Both of our birthdays.
What's that for me?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Hayden? So what we've been doing is just, you can tell from your perspective. I just want to finish that. Yeah, just been doing these small acts here and there, and I've also noticed that I've just been like craving more, like just closeness with you, like a lot more. Just
why?
I think the more you are connected, the more you want to be connected.
Good, well said.
It's like if you are disconnected, it's kind of easier to stay that way. But when you are having a good connection, you feel like, man, I just never want this to go away. I want to always have this. Yeah,
and if I compare feelings when I'm feeling disconnected, I might have thoughts running in my head. I want to go for a walk for a whole day, not come back.
Which you sometimes do.
I never do that.
Never, actually.
But
Just kidding.
and it's like a thought that comes to my head. That's very untypical of me because I'm actually opposite of that.
Yeah, you definitely want to.
But it's funny that when that comes rather when we're disconnected, not when we're extremely connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want in my perspective on what? That you have wanted to be close?
Yeah, no, I just those things that I've thought of, like to really, like I've wanted to do it, but I've also kind of made a conscious decision of giving you attention, and because that's something also you've told me that you really want and crave, just attention. You will tell me something like I need attention. So, which is great for me too. So.
Yeah, it's actually very true. Now that I think of this past week, the mornings have been awesome. And they can be a real struggle for me sometimes.
But tell us more about that. What makes the mornings sometimes a struggle for you?
I am super tired in the mornings, so it's sometimes a little bit of a struggle for me to get up. And you get up very early, and then you go. You get up and you work out, and then you start reading book. You're reading a book.
Yeah.
And you want to do that half an hour, and I basically get up before my work starts. I have just enough time to make myself ready, eat my breakfast, and run to my home office with my coffee cup. But there was no, like, the time when I was making breakfast, that's the time for me when I would love to good morning, how are you, did you sleep well, blah, 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 I saw this kind of dream, I was thinking that, and I
look, you just got a baby on Instagram.
Yeah, and...
It's a lot of that.
And then you are reading, and it's like, I'm trying to, not talk. Yeah, that's a struggle. Because that's my moment when I want to connect. Now I'm up.
Yeah, so it's not that I don't want to talk at all in the morning, even though I do appreciate having some time of just contemplation in the morning. Spend some time with the Lord, which you do too. Read some Bible, just being in His presence, and so yeah, I have this goal that I'm learning Cantonese, so I've been reading more the past few months, and I just have this daily goal that I want to read for half an hour. That's boom, just to do that. And since it's a bit challenging to do that, it's getting better and better. But then I kind of need to focus when I do it. It's a new language, all the characters, whatnot. So that's my goal, and for me, it's a really good time to do that in the morning. But we've had it. Because my mind is sharp, but we have had a conversation, and I said, hey, if it doesn't work for you, can I do this some other time during the day? Can we just talk about it? Because if it doesn't work we have to figure it out. But you've been nah, it's fine. Because I could do it in the evenings or maybe lunch.
But I want to talk in the evening too.
You want to talk in the evenings too.
So I don't want that you only read in the evenings. So we've been what to do? Or I'd been what to do?
So why has it been kind of easy now for the past few days? Because, of course, we still talk sometimes. But you might say something, we talk a little bit, and then I go back to reading also. But why has it been easier?
Because I guess you've more intentionally given me attention, so actually it has felt better. Even though you have read, I've still felt seen after.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the small things.
It's the small things, everybody. In life, relationships, and everything. It's the small things. But this is not true with so many things. It's not about these big, crazy actions, maneuvers, miracles. Talking about I love miracles, but talking about relationships or how we do life, growing. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's just like it gives totally different tone for my day when I felt loved and seen, and I'm not like extremely upset with my coffee cup when I go to my office. He didn't say a word to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that has only happened once.
Has it?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
It created a conversation, I think.
He didn't say a word in the morning. That's not possible.
Well, I might have slept very long. I probably got 15 minutes before my work.
Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah. So when the wife is saying, you know, like something, you know, oh, why are you like always? Why are you not talking to me? You know, I feel like.
Or it can be. I guess I've been saying, I think you read so much. You read too long. Why do you read so? You do nothing. Like I kind of go on and on complaining about something like that. It's actually that I just
would like more attention.
Yeah.
It's not like
and small things.
Because when we start talking about it, you're like, no, I really support you. I want you to.
Yeah, that's been super hard also for me because I feel like I'm an awful person. I'm like, he's studying a language and I'm like, you do it too much. Could you please stop? You're learning. But that's how I feel. But actually, it wasn't how I felt. I just felt that I would, yeah.
Right.
And I think this is actually not just like wife and husband, but, well, it's very often there, but also like girlfriend and a boyfriend or...
Yeah, I mean, you don't live together, so you don't have the every...
yeah.
But when we're dating, we're of course talking all the time anyway.
Yeah, but even the, I didn't mean the morning, but in life in general, when we don't feel necessarily connected, it can be, but things like that too. And friendship, family.
Everything needs to be maintained, you know, especially in a marriage. It's very much, it's not just every day, it's like moment to moment, but it's, we're learning just figuring each other out, what we need, you know, and all that, and you've been very, you've been really good at seeing, like, when you notice when I'm tired, like, you know how to love me well.
And for example, when we were just dating, like, I never had a problem with you, like, complimenting other, your, like, girlfriends,
female friends.
But,
I did not have girlfriends.
Like female friends or like spending time or talking to them because my heart was so full and so safe already. Like, so that there was never like that I was lacking from attention or love. Then it would have probably felt different. But
yeah, that's very interesting. So is it different now?
The female friends?
Yeah.
No, not really. It's actually what do you mean?
I think you mentioned like it felt very much vulnerable in the beginning of our marriage. Even more vulnerable kind of
than when we were just dating.
Yeah. Like we're talking about that last time. How you felt kind of the most secure in a way was when we're engaged.
Yeah.
Even though now I would say it's getting to that level. I mean, it's not that. It's just a new level of depth now.
New level of depth, but it's also becoming more vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I've created fears that I need to battle against fears that I never had.
Yeah.
Before in my life, I was never afraid of death. Suddenly, I'm like, that actually exists. That's awful. Like things that I've never thought before.
Right.
When we got married and I suddenly started to think way more deep things of life.
No, but I think that's natural. You know, it's about...
Has it happened to anybody else?
Has that happened? What do you mean?
You get married and suddenly you realize that, like, you start to, I don't know, worry more or struggle with maybe temptation to worry. I hope you
Yeah.
don't worry more.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I start to think like, you can die.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, because I never worried about it. And you have actually done that too.
Yeah, I mean, we are one now. I'm no longer just me. I mean, I am me and you are you, but we're also Christian and Heta. So, who here, I'd actually be curious to know, who here watching right now are married and who are single? I would just love, just for fun, my own curiosity, like to know. And also, if what you were asking, if you've noticed some of those feelings come up or things you know, as you got married. So Hayden is saying here, I hope I pronounced it correctly. I'm not married, but when I think about my desire to be married, the fear of death begins to grow. That's interesting. Even
that's
just you thinking about it. Is it the fear of death for yourself or for like your future spouse? Which one is it? Or is it both? What is it for you?
Both.
Both. For you? You're afraid of dying yourself?
More. I've started to like realize that more. Before I used to think, well, that's like kind of like, and I still think it's like after I die, that's just like it's hard for others, but it's like I'm going to be fine. I'm partying with Jesus, like I'm that's just the victory from Christian view, like death is victory.
Yeah.
Basically, that's then like party, but somehow it feels more difficult than it felt before.
Yeah.
That's very like interesting.
Yeah. Well, I guess, isn't it okay? Fear of death for both. I'm also afraid of missing out on marriage, which is what I think is really driving that fear of death.
Oh, interesting.
So you're saying you're afraid of not getting married, which is also driving that fear of death. That's very deep and very like perceptive of you to see that. Like, because I'm assuming I don't know how young you are. I'm assuming you are younger. Well, I'm 34, so younger would be younger than that. It's young. But that's very wisely said. Yeah, I mean, isn't it like when you're single, it's just you. Like you just have, oh, I'm about to sneeze. Feels like, okay. False alarm. You know that, like, oh, this is gonna happen. It's just you, and then you get married, of course, then all of a sudden we're two people, you know, and I wouldn't want to, like you don't want to create pain for your spouse or...
I'm more afraid of you dying though.
Yeah.
I know it's selfish.
Yeah, you know, you've mentioned that many times. I haven't really... I mean, I'm sure if I start thinking about it, I could get really afraid of death. I just haven't been thinking about it. And
I don't know. I actually think...
Ignorance is bliss.
We are not trying to like... Hey, if you haven't thought about death, it's time.
It's time, people. Think about it.
No, but...
No. Do what I do.
It's just interesting because, yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah. I mean, well, I find that as we have married, so many things open up. And I think absolutely, like some people that just fight a ton, like it's just like things are just opening up in them because they're in this like deep relationship, and then they take that out on each other when it's just like, it's issues that we have that come up that are past wounds or, you know, could be anything like childhood trauma stuff. Like just stuff like everybody we all have something, you know, like comes up.
It's pretty scary to realize that the things like, I don't know. At least I have not this like, I'll never behave in this situation like my parents or something, and then you actually do. That's weird.
Oh yeah, like the things that you don't want to do, you know, that you feel,
it comes up in marriage,
Of course.
At least for me.
Of course it does. Yeah. And I mean, we want to have some carry on some of those
Of
family
course,
traditions.
yeah. I was maybe thinking like, I don't
Stuff
know.
that used to annoy you.
Stuff that I was thinking when I was a child. I won't be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like when you say, "I will never be like that," you will actually become that. So don't say that ever, because it's basically saying like you're pointing at something. And have you ever heard the expression "you become what you behold," which is true. Like when you like look at something, which is why when you look at Jesus, like we become more aware of him, or we become like more like him in how we live out our faith. But yeah, so like I was having it explained by someone saying it's like you're pointing at that something, but you're like still, and you're walking, but you're backing up, still pointing at that thing and still looking at it. So you'll become exactly that. So we can't just say like, I will never do that, because you're still focusing on that. But what is it that you would like? What is the healthy value you like to have? We can't just not do something. That our brain just doesn't work that way. It won't accept it. It has to. Yeah. You know, it's like when if we want to quit a bad behavior, we can't just quit it. We have to just replace it with something good, like some good behavior.
That's a really good one. We've been.
Hey, what's up, Finn? Amen.
Yeah. I've been talking about oftentimes like, I think we should cut out sugar, or I think we should stop eating gluten, or I think we should I think like milk, gluten, sugar. I had this huge list that come to you. We haven't quit any of these yet, but we've been talking about it, and
yeah, we're doing less of some things.
I'm sorry?
We're doing less of certain things. We're definitely into healthy food. And
we're like really paying attention to eating healthy. It's our both passion, but you have said a really good thing that impacted me a lot when.
Ooh, I wonder what's coming here.
When I came with, I was like, I need to stop this. I will quit sugar now, or I will. And you're always like, we can't like just quit something. We need to think about what we do instead of that. And when you first time said that, something huge happened to me here, like, whoa, because that's so true, and not just with eating, but actually like other things too.
Yeah, it's we have to like replace it with something, because we have habits that we've built, and if we just quit with something, it's just like this, it leaves this void, this emptiness, and we're just wired to fill that with something. So like when they do these like 12-step alcohol recovery programs, like I don't know a ton about this, but what I do know is that they talk about like you have to replace it with something, and replace it with, you have to like with God, that desire, or there are probably even more like practical things that they go through there. I don't know much about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. I tried myself once to detox Instagram, like do less Instagram. I stopped Instagram completely for one summer.
Yeah.
It was really hard because I'm like...
Oh, completely?
Yeah.
Was it
this was before we met.
2 years ago. You just skipped Instagram?
Yeah, for a whole summer.
Oh.
Or 1 month or something like that. It felt like whole summer. Like a summer. Yeah, and I always was going to Instagram, so I deleted Instagram because it was like a reaction. And instead I only always went to my Bible app when I was feeling like, I go to Facebook or Instagram. I went to Bible app. That worked really well. I replaced it.
You read a lot of Bible.
I did. I was on fire.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And now?
I could try that again.
You don't have to.
I don't know.
Instagram can be amazing, but
Yeah, it's
anything.
amazing tool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
use it a lot at work.
Yeah, we use it for.
I mean, not like
Well,
instead of work.
No, but we use it like. I mean, both personally and business wise. It is.
It's an awesome tool, but it can be easily distracting.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. For me, I can easily be on YouTube a lot. Not very much now. I used to, as a single guy, man, I used to be on YouTube for hours.
What is the thing with guys
Every
on
day.
YouTube?
Well, what's the thing with girls and Instagram? It's basically like, I don't know what the percentage is. I think it's like something like 80% on Instagram is girls, something like that. And I think it's the same with like 80% or something. Guys are on YouTube. Yeah, what is it about that? Well, women want like maybe beautiful pictures, like beauty, an inspiring quote, things like that. Lifestyle, seeing people's lives, what they do.
Guys on YouTube? What?
Yeah.
What's on YouTube?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Well,
By the way, if you have questions, it's something you want to talk about, please let us know in the chats, and we will definitely cover it for sure. Any of your questions.
I have to say though.
We can ramble on. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to say what?
About YouTube.
About YouTube, yeah. What about YouTube?
There's
There's sermons on YouTube. Cooking videos.
Yeah.
Which
I started to watch more YouTube after I met you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And I started doing stories on Instagram. Not often, but I do sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah. Very much. But you do, you're so much more active. So now I'm actually less active on Instagram because I feel like you kind of have it covered. Because we have our own private accounts, and you have recently made like one for both of us. We're sharing. If you want to check it out, if you want to follow, you can go. It's Instagram at Tapper Oils. Tapper Oils.
Yeah, there's our everyday life, basically.
Everyday life, and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, yeah. By the way, there's a new comment.
Facebook.
Facebook.
That's the comment.
It's true. Can take so much time. I go to
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook. I basically don't need to read news anymore. I find everything from Facebook. I can buy my clothes from Facebook. I can talk to my friends from Facebook.
I don't spend so much time on Facebook anymore. Sorry for yawning. Feeling that evening tiredness coming on. I used to though. And I used to be in like, I don't know, debates. Like if I would post something and people get all riled up and start trying to like, I would like try and figure out the best answer. It would just waste so much time. So now if I post something and people disagree. I mean, disagreeing is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But when people are trying to make you seem like you're a bad person for believing what you're believing or something, trying to really poke at you because they want a response. They want like any kind of a battle. Like I just ignore it. And if it's really rude or for something, I can just delete it. Boom. But I don't even respond anymore because what's the point? It takes time. Nothing good comes out of it. Like it's when people aren't on that mood, when they have that, it's always, there's certain people, they are not interested in hearing your opinion.
What? Yeah, why do you think so?
No. They just want to tell you that you're wrong and explain why you are so wrong and somehow change our opinion by forcing it down our throats.
Yeah.
But yeah, Facebook can take a lot of time, and it just becomes so stressful for me. Also, just like you start thinking about these things and how can I respond in a smart way, and it's like, even if I win an argument, who cares? Like, what good did that do? That person isn't gonna change their opinion.
That's true.
Or I'm not gonna win anyone over by just like winning an argument. I just lost their like influence over them. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, you guys? Hanging out here. Hey, you two. Hey, you, Chad, what's up? Good to have you here. Good to join us. Yeah, I've seen you before.
Hey, by the way, we earlier told that our dinner plans got
Shattered.
Yeah.
Literally shattered.
Yeah, I dropped a glass, big glass plate where I was supposed to make a pie.
Yeah.
So now we're not making the pie,
No
and
pie.
everything is covered in shattered glass.
Well, I think we got most of it away, but
If you have dinner ideas, like, we're really open because we're not so spontaneous with food. We like to plan it forward, and now we're like, no.
what kind of pie?
I was about to make a smoked reindeer pie with red onion and smetana. That's like French.
It's Russian, actually.
It's Russian, but it reminds creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche, yeah.
And onion and cheese. It's really nice.
Yes, smoked reindeer is amazing. We can make it tomorrow.
I don't know if there's pieces of glass in that meat and everything. We
You
have
think
to
so?
check. I don't know. I'm so scared
All right, well, we got to be on the safe
because
side.
there's like.
That's so funny.
That's so funny, but it's true. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but we have reindeer and moose. We usually have that in our freezer.
Yeah. My dad hunts, so
He
we
hunts.
have
Blessing.
blessing. Yeah. Fresh
I
meat.
married up.
Yeah.
So blessed, yeah. It's really amazing meat. It's very, I would say probably the healthiest, some of the healthiest meat you can eat.
Yeah, it's like a local and organic.
Yeah, like an animal that's been in the wild. What is smoked reindeer like? Yeah. Well, it's a good question.
It's like this crumbled meat.
Yeah, but she's asking what it's like what it tastes like. But yeah, it's just crumbled meat. We can show you. We can show you. You can go get it if you want to show it.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. So it reindeer. What would I say? Reindeer taste like? It's really hard to describe.
It tastes like game.
Yeah, a game. If you have any of that, this is what it looks like. You guys see that stuff? Hope we don't have any vegans here. But yeah, it's amazing. Amazing meat, healthy, and then it's smoked, so then it has very.
It has
strong,
like a smoky taste.
So it's very strong, so you don't need a lot to flavor a whole pie.
Reindeer reminds like moose meat, but it's not as strong taste.
Oh, okay. Venison, it's another way to say it. We had a lot of white-tailed deer.
It's probably close to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had that.
But anyway, still open for dinner ideas like peas.
Yeah. Well, we can make that pie tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just like now we want to make something quick.
Or good.
Is it like venison over in the States? You know, I don't know, Jennifer, because I haven't had that I know of. But I would think it's a little bit, it's maybe not exactly the same because it's not 100% the same animal, but it might be similar. Have you ever had moose? Moose is
Good.
similar to
Yeah.
reindeer. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very good. But it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's stronger.
Would you say so?
Yeah.
Like, so reindeer is milder, you
Yeah.
would say. And yeah, it's kind of more like mustig, we would say in Swedish. I don't even know what we'd say in English. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gotta try venison. We gotta go to the States and try it.
Yes.
Venison.
Can you get that in restaurants?
Yeah, can you get that in restaurants? What state are you from? Well, you're from California, Jennifer, right? I believe so. It was LA. My memory might be failing me, but I believe so. No on moose. Is it that you haven't tried it?
I think so, yeah.
Or they don't like it? No for moose. No on moose. But yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, we haven't gotten any dinner ideas here, so I guess, is everybody just out of ideas? What's up? I guess you haven't started thinking about that because it's still like lunchtime where you're at,
That's
or morning. Okay, you were originally from Illinois, Jennifer. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that close to Mexico?
No, it's close to Canada.
Oops. Yeah, never
Chicago.
mind. Chicago?
That's in Illinois. That's the main city there.
Yeah.
Haven't tried it. All right.
Alright.
Well, you should come to northern Finland and try some amazing moose. It's an experience. Y'all are making me hungry, lol. Sorry, Dwayne. Hey, Chris. Good to have you join us for these last few minutes. We got a few minutes left. We got about 10 minutes. So, what do you guys want to talk about? What's on your heart? Is there anything, we've talked about a lot of stuff here today. Is there anything that came up that's made you think, question or thoughts? It can be anything, really. We'd love to hear it. Do you have any questions? You do?
For you?
Anyone?
Well,
Oh, you got some...
I was like Googling some stuff like 55 things to talk about with your crush.
which would be me.
Yeah. So, I have 55 questions for you.
Oh, he's asking about, did you ever name your little stuffed animal? Lol, just remember that.
Yeah.
What was the name now?
Paco.
Paco the penguin.
Yes.
Check it out. I think it's even in one of the... We named the video after him, partly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's though the second name is Hans.
Paco Hans.
Paco Hans.
Yes.
But officially goes with the name Paco.
Yeah, that's a given name. Okay, so yeah, you can ask me. We can do some of these date questions even other times as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we on a date?
Oh yeah, we're on a date, of course.
Okay,
we're on a table. We got audience. I would say it's a date.
Okay. What was your hometown like when you were growing up?
My hometown. Well, my hometown, Boden.
Our first date probably actually was something like this.
Oh, that was your suggestion. Sorry, guys, we just responded to a comment. That's our son's nickname, though his name is Jackson. Don't ask. Well, sometimes nicknames come from funny, just like
That's so fun.
funny, something happens funny, and then it just becomes this thing, and then it just continues. My hometown it's like about 20,000 people. It felt like a very safe, nice place to grow up in. But it was like in the north of Sweden, not much was going on there, so I was kind of always dreaming about like exploring the world beyond the US. I wanted to live there, and which I have, so yeah. But cold, like 6-7 months out of the year, it's gonna be a lot of snow.
Yeah, I know because I live in the neighbor city.
Neighbor city?
Neighbor country. Well, 4 hours, it's like neighbor city.
Yeah, 3 hours actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my hometown. What was your hometown like, where you grew up, Heta?
My hometown when I grew up, it was very small. Fun. Everybody knows each other. You see someone walking on a street, you call their mom. I saw your son on the street walking with this.
And then they get in trouble.
Yeah. Super small. I liked it though. It was really beautiful.
Yeah. Isn't the winter even longer?
Yeah, winter is even longer than in your hometown.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Do you have more?
I don't know. I feel as awkward as I felt on our first date.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Suddenly.
Because now, well, then we didn't have anybody watching because we were at this coffee shop and it was literally us and the barista there.
No.
Right? Was there anyone else there? Maybe it was like some couple with a kid for a while.
Oh,
But I think it was pretty much just you and me.
yeah, that's Finland for you.
That's Finland for you. Do you think she knew it was a date?
I never.
I think so.
Maybe because you were there before me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
I did not want to be late.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to let a girl be stood up or like not stood up, but like you have to wait on a date. That's tip, guys. Pro tip or not so pro tip, but it's still a good tip. Do not be late on the first date. Don't be late on any way. Don't leave a girl or a lady waiting.
That's funny. Not so pro tip. Oh, that was the funny.
You were late.
How much? I'm always late, or I used to be.
Yeah.
Then I married you.
Too much.
Ooh, I
am late. No, I mean I'm not as sometimes good as you would think to be on time. I really value it, but sometimes I'm just a little bit last minute because of all the things I can accomplish before. But I really value being on time. I guess I'm usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a perfectionist in that area. I expect perfection.
No, you don't.
Well, about being on time.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. You said like that's like.
But it's really good because it's not 1 or 2 times I have ran my face red, me sweaty, dragging my luggage behind me to get on my flight.
Well, that's happened to me too.
Has it? Because of you weren't on a time?
No, with me, it's not that I wasn't on time.
I thought that it was only me, but actually he too.
I started to get lost. Like,
well, that's totally different things.
Yes, so I don't somehow figure out where the bus stop is, or I take a bus in the wrong direction, or something goes wrong, like I just can't find the right place because I'm not good at navigating, unfortunately.
But that
You're better at that.
navigating.
Yeah. A little bit better than me.
My sister would die for laughter.
Yeah.
She's good at navigating. Since when?
Yeah, well, we're the couple that gets lost a lot.
Yeah.
So, whoops. I'm going to pop a window there. Going on. So, all right, you guys. We're about to log off here. It was really nice having you on. And thanks for your questions and your input, as always. It's always so much fun to be with you guys. And, yeah. We wish you a
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
In
Wow.
6 months. Woo-hoo.
6 months, yeah, less. It's like 5 months or something. It's pretty soon.
It's soon. It's
Soon.
coming.
But first, my birthday
Yeah.
and yours.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, take care. See you next week.
See you. Bye.